welcome. And while we all gather, we are going to start out with a word search, and we're going to see who can find the most amount of words within the first minute. And we are starting now. So, I think I'm going to compete myself. We have about 20 seconds left. Time. Ah!
All right.
So who can beat me? I found 2. And I did the word search.
I had 7.
I've got 3 is all. Same 3, and I have found another one you was talking.
Okay, we'll count 4.
I have 5, but it's because I had good eyes. I looked at their papers too.
All right, way to go. High five. Way to go.
I 7.
Okay, so in the handout, the second thing I gave you was presentation checklist. So if you will, either fill it out as we progress through the presentation or shortly thereafter. I do need to review them and submit them. And then the third item we will get to here in a few minutes in the presentation, and that will be, it's the packing list from Susan G. Komen, and it will be yours to take home with you. So, with that, hello and welcome. Today, 60 miles, 3 days, Susan G. Komen breast cancer walk. How not only to survive, but enjoy every mile. Because walking 20 miles a day, 3 days in a row, is tiring and a huge challenge. My name is Joanna Shelton. I'm a veteran walker. I have walked 3 times, crewed twice, volunteered twice, and I've been participating since 2007. Welcome you all to this great adventure. I'm a member of Boxing Babes. We are the largest team in the DFW 3-day. We have over 60 members strong, and we are the first 3-day team in the nation to raise over $1 million for the cause. Our team colors are blue and pink. We're very proud of ourselves too as Boxing Babes, and welcome to the team. Congratulations each of you for the commitment and raising your money and going through the training. We know the training is very tiresome. There are mornings on Saturdays and Sundays. You want to sleep in. You don't want to get up at 5 and 6 a.m. to walk 10 or 15 miles. But your body will be appreciative of it. When it comes to the 3-day, your feet and your back won't ache as badly as they would otherwise. Still tiring, still challenging. And when we're on our 3-day, just so you know, there are medics. So if you ever have an issue, there's a medic. If your back or feet become that much in pain, there's a medic that can help you out, chiropractors and things like that. So now that the 3-day is right around the corner, preparing, where do you start? How do you pack? How do you organize? How do you meet all the parameters and be ready for the walk when it gets there? The number 1 lesson learned is everything has a break-in period, and we mean everything. From your shirt and bras to your shorts and undies, or leggings to your socks, your shoes, even your ball cap.
Do your men wear bras?
No. Well, I shouldn't say no. Most don't. However, on a 3-day, it's not unusual to see a man wearing a bra over their t-shirt. So, but everything has a break-in period, including a ball cap. I had a ball cap one year that gave me a headache, so I couldn't wear it for the walk. Your body does weird things once you walk 15, 17, 20 miles and then turn around and do it again the next day. So everything has a break-in period. Make sure that whatever you take on the 3-day, you have used in training. Any questions so far?
Not yet.
The number two, can't talk. The 2 number 1 items are going to be your socks and your shoes. On the 3-day, it's recommended to have 2 pairs of shoes that are well broken in. The intent of these shoes are it may rain one day, you may not want to wear them for the next 2 days if they're wet. You want a chance for your shoes to dry out, or if you've got mud or anything like that. That's the key reason behind 2 pairs of shoes that are broken in. Socks, minimum 2 pairs per day for walking and at least 1 pair at night at camp. I usually pack extra, so I pack a total of 12 pairs of socks instead of the recommended 9 pair. When you're shopping for your shoes and socks, it's recommended that you go to a professional that will size you and fit you for your shoes. So you can go to a running shop or an athletic store that specializes in triathlon athletes and things like that. And they will look at your gait, they'll look at your arch, they'll look at your width, they'll look at your used tennis shoes and go, here's the perfect make and model shoe so you don't get a blister. And that's important. And you want 2 pairs of those shoes. Just say yes. They'll also fit you for the right socks. So combine the right socks and the right shoe, you shouldn't get a blister. Shouldn't is the operative word. Next, attire, hat, fanny pack, or backpack. Attire includes everything from your leggings or skirts or capri pants or shorts or whatever it is that you choose to wear, to your top, your t-shirt, sweater, sweatshirt, ball cap, everything like that. As a team, we wear team tutus. They are hot pink and blue, and we all wear them, men and women alike. We all wear them. Every mile, 60 miles. And then our team shirts, which are blue with hot pink writing. We like to make sure we wear our team outfit because out on the walk, we don't necessarily all know each other. There's over 60 walkers, and we are representative in 17 states. Most likely 18 if one more signs up. And it's easy to recognize team members as we walk because there's going to be 1,000 to 1,500 people walking 60 miles. So if you see somebody in blue and hot pink, you know they're our team. And you say hi and you offer your support, and you usually walk with them for a while, get to know them. A hat is recommended. Most of the time you'll wear a sun visor hat, a hat that has a brim all the way around, and you should decorate it. More pink, the better. Add feathers, add buttons, add glitter, whatever floats your boat, add it. We're trying to raise awareness for the breast cancer, Susan G. Komen 3-day, so the more you stand out, the more attention you'll get, the more people will go, hey, what's going on? Fanny pack or backpack. There's no right or wrong answer here. You wear a fanny pack or a backpack. The intent of this item is to carry your 2 water bottles. Your 2 water bottles, one is used for water, one is used for Gatorade. It's recommended that they hold 12 ounces minimum. Also in your fanny pack or backpack, you'll have first aid items, so Band-Aids, Neosporin, second skin, anything along those lines. Have maybe a bandana. You'll also put gloves in there, maybe an extra sweatshirt or long sleeve shirt, anything like that, as well as, most important item, your extra pair of socks while you walk your 20 miles every day. That's what you carry.
And your shoes?
No.
You don't carry extra shoes?
You don't carry extra shoes.
Oh, right.
You can. There's not a rule that says no. It's just not recommended. It's extra weight. Usually you want to wear 1 pair of shoes on day 1, a second pair of shoes on day 2, and then your day 1 shoes again on day 3.
Where do you get them?
So when you pack 2 items. You pack a big roller board that you check in when you show up for opening ceremonies, and then whatever you're carrying on you. So you have 2 bags. What you carry for 20 miles, and then what you drop off and pick up at camp.
Okay.
What you drop off will have all of your overnight items. So it will have your change of clothes, it will have your camping stuff, so your sleeping bag, your sleeping pad or mattress that you sleep on, everything like that. It has a max weight requirement of 35 pounds.
And your tent?
No. Susan G. Komen provides the tent. They're all hot pink, they all match.
I didn't know that.
Yep, they provide the tent. It's your responsibility to pitch it, but as a team, we get together and help everybody out, and we get them up usually within about 20 minutes. Any other questions?
Yes, what percentage of the men, of ones that actually do the walking are men? I thought it was, on the television, it looks like it's always women.
It is. So it's more women than men. That's a correct and accurate statement. On our team of 60, we have 12 men. So that kind of gives you a statistic on our team.
Not
That
bad.
would probably be pretty good characteristic. So, but yeah, there's a lot of husband-wife teams that walk. Sometimes it's because she had breast cancer, sometimes it's because he had breast cancer, or maybe one of their moms or something, or daughter has it, and they just choose to walk together. And if you're husband and wife, you can tend together. Otherwise, it's usually same sexes that tend together. That's just kind of how the Susan G. Komen will team you up to tent.
Is there co-mingling?
In the tent? No. I mean, your husband and wife you can, right? But
Yeah, but friend and friend,
usually not.
husband, different wife.
Usually not. And along those lines, you have separate porta potties and separate showers. You use porta showers that brought in on huge 18-wheelers, but there is hot water, and they are enclosed, so it's a kind of very nice, relaxing thing, considering you're camping out and using porta potties and porta showers. So take what you can get, right? Any other questions?
Well, I was just curious, just to see how well I think I can keep up with the others. What's the average age of the walkers?
So the walkers, if you're walking without a parent, you have to be 18. So that's usually the minimum age. There are some kids that participate with a parent, but there's all kinds of regulations. So 18 is normally the bottom end. This past year we had 10 or 12 ladies that walked that were from 62 to 72. And we have a gentleman that's been walking on our team who's actually one of the original members from 2000 forward. And he is 81. And he walks every year. He lost his wife to breast cancer. So,
Very
every
good.
age group. Yeah. Any other questions?
Not yet.
Okay. So, packing. This is where the third stapled papers come in handy. This is the Susan G. Komen recommended packing list. They try to divide it up for walker versus crew. It's basically the exact same packing list, no matter if you're a walker or a crew member. The only difference is crew members aren't recommended to have as many pairs of socks because they're not actually walking the full 60 miles. Crew members do a lot of walking, but it's about 30 over the 3 days. Crew members also have an extra night of clothes because they actually report in on Thursday morning, whereas walkers report in on Friday morning. In addition to this, there are other items that as a team we pack, one of which is we decorate our tents matching. This year the theme is gold because we hit $1 million and we're very proud of it, and we're going to be obnoxious about the gold and bragging about ourselves and say, woo, we're the best. So we're going to do gold all over our tent. As a team, we've already secured the funds by fundraising to have the money, so it's not going to come out of your pocket. But we do ask that everybody packs their portion of decorations for your tent in your bag, because again, you're limited to one bag, 35 pounds, so you can't have one person pack it because then they don't have gear to sleep with, right? Everybody needs to pack their portion. Other items to remember that are forgotten quite frequently. Tarp. You put a tarp between the ground and your tent so that moisture from the ground doesn't seep into your tent, because that can make your bedding wet and very miserable. Flashlight. You will most likely need to go to the restroom in the middle of the night. There are no lights around camp, and there's no lights in the porta potties. You're going to want the flashlights. Hand warmers and gloves. Here in North Texas, it does get chilly at the end of October, beginning of November when the walk is. And while 40, 45 doesn't seem that cold, it is cold when you don't have it indoors to go to. You just have a tent to hang out in. Questions?
Where would a person find a pink tarp?
So, if you wanted pink tarp, my guess would be Amazon.
Okay.
We use the word tarp loosely. So, the size of the tent, you could actually buy a large and extra long shower curtain liner, and it would be the right size, and it would serve the same purpose. Sometimes those are cheaper. I usually just go to the dollar store and can find a tarp, a 5x5 for around $2. That's what I do.
How big are your tents?
They're 5x5, maybe 6x6, somewhere right in there. I always buy a 5x5 tarp, and it works fine.
Shrimps are invited.
That is true. If you are tall, you're going to sleep at an angle somewhat.
Or had a party to get cold in the rain.
So, in the tent, a full-size mattress will, like blow-up mattress, will fit. With that being said, your luggage won't fit in the tent with your mattress. So you have to leave your luggage on the outside. If you're going to do that, bring an extra garbage bag or two or an extra tarp because there will be dew. And if you leave your bag out there, everything will be wet. Okay. 2 team members' recommendations. Pack your day clothes in Ziploc baggies so you can take the air out of them to have more space, as well as it keeps everything dry. So for the 3-day, we put everything in a pile when you go to opening ceremonies, everything being your bag. So usually 1,000 to 1,500 walkers, and those bags are sitting there. They try to keep the bags in a pile in a dry area, but there's no guarantee that a sprinkler didn't go on accidentally or it didn't rain. So the more things that you can wrap in plastic or things like that or Ziploc baggies to ensure that they stay dry, the better. Additionally, when you put your clothes, day 2 clothes in a bag, day 3 clothes in a bag, your overnight, your PJ clothes in a bag, things like that, it saves you time from digging through your bag because you're walking by 7 a.m. in the morning, so you're getting up and it's still dark. By the time you get back, shower, get cleaned up, it's going to be dark when you're looking for your PJs. So it helps to have it just in a handy bag that you can just pull out and go, that's it. From Ann, bring multiple glow sticks. She is the one that always gets up 2 or 3 times a night to have to go to the restroom. And she likes to have those glow lights on the outside of her tent so she knows it's her tent and she doesn't crawl in with the wrong teammate again.
No matter who.
Again.
Again.
She hasn't made that mistake.
So it happens. You will, if you don't do it, somebody will do it to you. Somebody will join you in your tent, and you're like, one person, it's okay, it's an accident. They usually back out and go to the next one. So in summary, again, congratulations on the commitment, raising the money into the training. That is half of the battle, the 3-day once it gets here. That is the fun part of it. It's where you make your memories and you hear all kinds of stories and you share laughters and tears. And we commit to this because we all believe, as the Susan G. Komen 3-day says, everyone deserves a lifetime. Like I said, I'm a veteran walker. We have probably about 3/4 of our team is veteran walkers. We have our team site. Everybody's email and cell phone number is there, so you can reach out to anybody. We all help each other. Like I said, we're a team, so we all work together. Are there any questions or concerns?
No, thank you. It was very informative.
Thank you. Woo, thank you. And here are 2 websites that you can reference that has really good details. Thank you all for attending.
Well, thank you for teaching us all of this information.